Yo, what's happening, everybody? If you don't know what this is about, then you weren't over at my buddy Oob's premiere just now. That means that you're not cool. So that was pretty awesome. You probably missed the lead up today, the 2 yards and Keith premiere, and just the rapping from the Oobs was pretty awesome. It was a good time. I wish I knew about it sooner. I would have given it a little bit more hype. But, got Branton here. Have to make my son an appointment just after this. No worries, man. Hope you all is well. TSA in the house. What's up, brother? Johnny 3 Bar. What's up, man? There he is. What's up, David? Good to see you. There he is. What's up, brother Ryan Hall? Always a pleasure, my friend. Hope all is well. Ooh. Dang. Well, hope all is well. I got your submission, and I was cramming away right after I got off the beach and got everything hopefully set for tonight. So there he is, the man himself. If you're not subscribed to him, please definitely do so. Live streams Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Mondays are 8 or 9ish, 8 or and then Wednesdays and Fridays are 1. I think I have that. Or yeah, that's how I got it. Yeah, because I was watching today from my remote area. What's up, Casey Lee? What's up? Good to see you. You guys are cranking out the music over here. Yeah, we'll probably be here. Well, actually, no, not tonight, because we actually try to limit it to 2 hours from now on, because got some cool things to share with you. Warming up the crowd. Hey, Steve Gunner, good to see you again. Hey, Michael Kraus, good to see you, my friend. Hope all is well. Tim the Tooth, what's up, brother? Hope I didn't even check to see when that was coming in. Hopefully it's coming in soon if you haven't gotten already. Average Joe, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Goats on the roof in the house. CD Nelson talking about the concert series. It's like the summer of fun. It's not even summer yet. And there he is, the other half, the Simon to his Garfunkel, or the Garfunkel to his Simon. I don't know how you guys. I should pick a better act that it wasn't in each other's throats. But you guys are doing good stuff. Hey Jim, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Sorry I missed your premiere the other day. I was watching another one myself that actually included myself, shockingly, with all those all stars on the thumbnail. If you haven't seen, Jojo Firefox did like a put together type collab thing where she asked us some questions via video, and it was good times. I never thought in my lifetime I'd be on the same thumbnail as Andy from the Guitar Geek, or even Steve Cassidy. I mean, I guess I could have made one with Steve Cassidy and me on the same thumbnail, but. Yo, Mark, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Awesome. I hope it was all well. Package that thing like no tomorrow. I usually do a pretty good job. So shockingly, unfortunately for the Oobs, he was on the receiving end of a UPS booting. But I don't know if we mentioned last week. I don't know if it was resolved by last week, but the pirate ship claim went through, no problem. So Um, so thankfully that's all taken care of. It was less than a week too. It was pretty awesome. So I guess like in when it's inside the U.S. it goes pretty quick, and we didn't even have to send anything off. I guess maybe that's because it was for the standard rate. I think maybe if you went for more, you have to probably have it be inspected or something like that. Hey Tyler, what's up? Good to see you. Hey Johnny Bean, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Yeah, I feel like the morning ones are like only good for like the people that have like the whole huge like the Guitar Geek and 60 Cycle Hum. They're like good at like early type ones because they have so many people across the boards that could watch them at different times. Where we're kind of, unless you do it on weekend, kind of like what I try to do Saturday. So you really kind of could find it doing evening, and then you got to worry about who's having a live stream. Marcel, good to see you. Always a pleasure. Yeah, I mean, I've always been good at the packaging because I don't want anything to come back, but now I'm like shell shocked over that stuff. So like, um, so I really package it up pretty well. So growed autopsy this weekend. I got two package of parts on the way. Awesome, that's cool. BCG 5150. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Rob F. What's up? Always a pleasure. Yeah, that's actually the only one that probably not the only one, but like that's like before I really started doing the whole deep dives and taking the stuff off. So there he is. What's up, Steve? Good to see you. Speaking of the devil. Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty. I mean, not early, but they're like a good time for I think to catch most of. You get pretty much all of the U.S. and you even catch England and things like that. I think there was even somebody from Australia in there the other day, or I might be confusing somebody else. But listen, man, I offer a service too. If you want, I can. You gotta send me the guitar first, but then I'll just be like, "Hey, congratulations, you won this guitar." Ooh, that's a tough one. Is it like one of the like premium ones? They're like kind of like combination hard shell, um, soft case. Because I feel like that you're almost damned if you do and you're damned if you don't with UPS. If it's light in a big box, I feel like they think they're like, hey, let's see how far we could chuck this thing instead of like like the heavy big box. They just kick it. Must have missed that one. And I mean, I obviously was limited service today where I was, which we'll show in a little bit. So I actually wanted making sure that the box had no markings on it. It had Adorama tape on it. That's from Average Joe, of course. Uh, so so I figured that I know you should the it didn't matter if it said West Creek on it, but I figured might as well double box it anyway too. So if you don't know what we're talking about, actually last week I showed you all some guitars. We already sold one, so they're going like hotcakes, or just one so far, but I'll show you the rest of them tonight because after that they're going up on the reverb sites and Sweetwater Gear Exchange. There he is. What's up, Keith? Good to see you. I trust our Flocka. Yeah. I was actually saying that I probably should have, instead of starting a YouTube channel, I should have started like a guitar courier service or something like that. And just have to like kind of like plot it out from like, like I drive from here to, like Iowa, and then Iowa to Ohio, like, just like pick up guitars from different places. And howdy, what's up, Brent? Real good to see you. I actually don't watch too much of Rut Show. I've been trying to get into it, but I like the smaller channels. Not that there's anything bad with them. I have actually, since I got back in. It's a funny thing. Like when I started like really watching YouTube again about guitar stuff, like I didn't even know who he was. So he's way too big league for me. But not saying that I wouldn't watch him, but there's just so much other stuff out there to glom. So I've been watching a lot of Dylan Talks Tone and Texas Toast Guitars and things like that. Those are like my, and of course, 60 Cycle Hum and the Guitar Geek. Those are my higher end ones. Gator GoPro series. Oh, sorry. Forgot the hack. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Always good to see you. You got a live stream right at the end of the month. It's coming up, I think. And then Malachi, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Got your photos. I wound up getting them in for tonight, so it's a Gator Pro Go series high end bag deck. Yeah. Yeah. Got fingers crossed for you. So I'll probably get in trouble for this. Someone will probably report me, but I sold two things on Gear Exchange. One on Reverb. I said, hey, to the one person, because I actually wound up selling the one on Gear Exchange before even going back to Reverb, because when I first sold one of the first guitars that we gave away for the Patreons was a Dan Smith era Stratocaster, and I put it on Gear Exchange because I knew I was going to buy something for the channel. So the second time, I listed them both on Reverb. One of them went on Reverb pretty quickly. The one on that I wound up selling on Gear Exchange, the person was like not really willing to budge too much on the price. So I said, go over to Gear Exchange and you might find it for that price that you're looking for. Because if anybody doesn't know, if you sell on Gear Exchange and you're looking to buy something else and was looking to get something else for the channel, you don't get any fees if you take a Sweetwater gift card. So in theory, you can, sell it for what it would have gone for on Reverb minus all those fees that they take out. So it's probably frowned upon. Reverb would probably cancel my store or whatever, but there you go. A little extra hustle. Hey, Jovel, good to see you. Hope all is well. I think, if I'm not mistaken, they actually know that because of the shape of the headstock, but they all come in cases, so I don't see why I wouldn't. But because the brake angle, that it's a known issue, so I think I saw that somewhere. I probably saw it on the internet, so it's got to be true, right? I gotta check and see if I got unsubscribed from Jimmy Stewart because I haven't seen him come up in my feed in a while. So, just watching Jimmy Stewart today. Looks like the Firefly got. Is it back in stock? Because I think it's already sold out. I actually wound up buying that one, and then I had them cancel it because Average Joe showed me a deal on the Jackson Soloist, so I bought that instead. There you go, going live this Saturday. Check it out. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hey, Tom F. Good to see you. Scrolling on through. Should have like a thumb war. Who's gonna change the name? There he is. What's up, Timmy? Good to see you. Yeah, I'm trying to actually kind of consolidate, make a little room, but also try to get rid of some stuff to also pay off some of those looming bills. The 0% financing only lasts oh so long. Yeah, see, I'm so paranoid about doing the Facebook Marketplace. I mean, it's so easy to dox people these days, but like I feel like even I guess even if I sold on Reverb and all that stuff like that, they could find out. They could see, hey, this guy's got a good car channel. Oh, wait a minute, he's got much better stuff at his house. Let's wait for him to post and say that he's going on vacation somewhere, and then that's okay because our dogs are always home, so there's always somebody in the house. And also, I've sold like power tools and lawn equipment and stuff like that. And around here, for whatever reason, people use like Facebook Marketplace just like I guess because they're bored, they want to talk to you, and they like they ask you if it's available one day, and then they're like, okay, no, I don't want it, and then like 2 weeks later, they're like, hey, is that available? Or they ask you so many questions, and then you just like whatever, and then they don't even buy it or they ghost you. Yeah, the thing is sick. I've always been intimidated by Floyd Roses, but it is so much fun. Um, and it's actually crazy like how well it stays in tune for being right out of the box. I haven't done anything yet to it, and the minorest of tweaks to do the fine tuning makes it so much easier. So I just scrolling on through. All right, all right. Cool. So start off with so I guess actually oh why is that? Get rid of this. Remove that from scene. So I guess first we should talk about is you know what's coming up on the channel. I have had 4 videos in actually I had 5 because you saw the Ola video. I was in the middle of editing last week a video that I was going to try to get out for Saturday. And then I had something come up where I was going to make another video, and I wanted to get that out as soon as possible. And then I decided not to post the video for what it's not a gear review thing. It was like one of those rambling talking head type video things. So I didn't get that out. I was going to do that for Tuesday. So some of the videos that I have edited, hopefully you can get one up for Saturday. Obviously, I want to get the videos out because if in case anybody does want to buy any of these guitars, I mean, if you want to ask me about the specs before I, post them, it's fine. But so the ones that, if you don't remember, I have them right here actually. Oh. Close that. Oh. The Firefly over here. You've already seen a video on this. That's going to be going for about 200. I said I had them over here. You know, I should have put them like right next to me. That was silly because you can see the Jackson right behind me. But. The Butterscotch Telly. That was for 100. That's the East Coast. That's the Andertons brand. And then nope. Ugh, I must have had that one downstairs. It's a black Telly white pickguard. Oh no, I mean black Stratocaster white pickguard. Also the East Coast Andertons for 100. And then I haven't done the monsoon video yet, but in case you wanted to claim dibs on that early, I was going to do that for 125. After that, everything's going to involve shipping and stuff. But you'll be seeing those videos on. The Schecter, I got to do the Schecter too because where is it? There we go. Share. So it makes it easier. I don't know how to make the wheel bigger. I get that's about as big as it's going to get. So these are our wonderful Patreons that are in the tonal package and the string benders. So what I normally do is before I do the video that is really the culmination of what guitar you want to pick. And I mean, also, if you want to pick one of these budget guitars before I put them up, you can totally pick that too. But the only ones you can't pick are the Tease guitars. Obviously, my personal Fender, because that's my personal one. The Jackson. Sorry, I gotta be able to have some. But so if you aren't familiar, it would be the Schecter, it'd be the Fender Player 2, it would be the Gretsch, which I haven't done a review yet on, the Monsoon, the Epiphone Dot. Did I say the Gretsch? I think I said the Gretsch. Yeah, any one of the other affordable guitars too, if you really want to. And obviously, you can wait until you see the Schecter video. But it kind of prevents people from swooping in, joining, winning, and then leaving. Not that anybody's done that yet, but try to get ahead of it ahead of time. So I don't know why I can't make this one. There we go. That works. So I gotta go over here to spin it.
Ooh.
Tom F. If anybody doesn't know, Tom F won last time too. Oh, I forgot too. If you want the solar that's damaged, um, yeah, you get to. I mean, Tom, cleaning up, cleaning up in that Patreon. If anybody does know, that was through our Patreon. So, congratulations. Rest in peace, Dora. Sorry, man. Got to fund the channel somehow. Steve, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Eddie Faye's in the house. Yeah, I'm looking more for to pay off some bills because they are. I thought it was good. It's I forget the weight, pretty weighty, but it feels good. It's not a 9.5 radius, but if you're looking for something traditional like that, but if anybody's interested in them too, I could probably make an abbreviated video. I'm gonna try to do the black strat Saturday, um, and get that get that up. But I could probably make a quick one, and is the Omen? I forget which one. I think it was the Omen 6 that we got. No. I don't know Tom F either too, so I don't want anybody to be like. So congratulations, man. I don't know which one you're gonna choose, but if you want to wait for the Schecter video to come out, or you want to claim the Schecter now, you want to claim. Oh wow, that's awesome. Awful. Yeah, so the reason why I had those names in there already is because you're going to see a QR code come up in a little bit because we're going to be giving away the jet tonight. So everybody that's in the tonal package and the string benders, you don't have to be here present for giveaways. That's the way it works. So your name is already included. So when you see the QR code, you don't have to scan it. Please don't scan it because then I have to figure out and try to delete names on it. So there he is. What's up, brother? Good to see you. The man helped me get over my fears of the Floyd Rose. I don't know. You must have got some good karma Good karma in your life. You must be a saint or something. The other one was this year too, right? We did that in the beginning of the year, I think. Oh, did not even see that. Thank you so much.
Alcohol is bad.
To alcohol, the cause of and solution to all of life's problems.
Got 5 searching for Tome memberships. Yunza Yanza. Brian Phelps. Christopher Lyons. Coli. K2. Oh man, thank you so much.
Tommy likey. Tommy want wingy.
I wasn't queued up for all the tips over here, so. Tom, Tom, yeah. Well, so the way the other ones work is they're always done on live streams, and there's no pay to play for those ones. But that's the perk of being the OG. Yeah, I was actually watching today Toman's interview with Steve Vai's guitar tech. I was watching him. He actually takes 2 AA batteries taped up with like gaffer's tape or something like that and sticks it in there. Yo, thank you so much, man.
The Force will be with you, always.
So let me throw up that QR code now. So everybody else, where did I put it? I put it right here. So stop share, share, QR code. There we go. Share. So add scene. There we go. No, that's too small. There we go. So you scan that, or I got the link here. I just got to copy and paste it. Command C. So there you go. This is for the Jet JS400. Again, the way it works is North America, shipping is included. If you are outside, if you want to get in on it, that is completely fine. You just got to pay the shipping and I'm not sure tariffs, duties, anything like that anymore whatsoever. So I think if I claim it as a gift and $0, you might make out somehow. But then also I don't know how the claim works for. Also, it's insured for the standard $100. If you want the extra insurance. So, but if you're in the Patreon, only the guitar and the tonal package, don't worry about scanning that. Everybody else, you want to scan that, click on the code, and I mean the URL in here. Yo, what's up, Jace? Good to see you. A stack of pennies taped up with electrical tape to block the trim. I'm not really sure why there's that face thing there with the Hopefully that URL works for you all. Duty. All right, cool. I don't know why. For me, it's showing up on my thing like a ghost face or something. I don't even know. So, but yeah. So the just also what's coming up on the channel. So you'll see there's 4 ones that are recorded my old way of doing the deep dives. So I've sped up the way of doing it a bit. So because when I was doing the fret rocking the first time and then tapping the frets to see if they shifted during shipping or anything like that, or they might have been jarred loose, that part doing that, because it looks like it's more jarring than it is. It's really just a tap. Actually, the tripod I use for that is back over here, and it has like a broken leg. So, and it sounds louder than it is too, because when I'm doing with the table's set up like right here, so the microphone is literally like inches away from the tapping, but it's literally like tapping, not hammering like people might have thought it was. But that whole thing takes 20 minutes, and then the extra added time of editing is like another hour. So take it for what it's worth. The future ones, so you might see ones from time to time where it's the old way and the new way. There's only 4 that are done the old way, but I use this neck as an example. So actually, this neck has been in a garage in the South since pretty much, if you ever see my video on the trashed Epiphone that I got from, not trash, but it was damaged, like had a little bit of a damage to it. The Epiphone, it's been in there pretty much ever since. So hot, cold, hot, like, low humidity, high humidity. And none of these frets have moved whatsoever. And so what I'm going to do, do the fret rocking, and then what I'm going to do is take a small feeler gauge and see if it goes under the frets at all. And you could use that as your own determination whether the frets slipped, if they need sitting. Because if there's no dead frets, then it means that the glue joint and everything like that is fine and seated well. It's not going to do anything. But that's going to be the quick way, because then I could just easily show you when it does get stuck, or it slides under the fret, and you want to slide it in gently. You're not like looking at, because if you jam it in, anything will go in under there. So it'll be for faster purposes. I'll get rid of that for a little while, so people seeing a QR code like, oh, let me scan that. We'll put it up again. Everybody knows it'll be in a little bit too. So yeah, so that'll speed up things. And it can show you for your own determination too, whether you think the frets popped out or not, or anything like that. And then you saw last week we got the Gauss meter, so that'll be added into it. So just trying to look to speed up things, because when you film for 2 hours and you take 10 hours to edit, and it's $179 guitar, it's like it's less than $12 an hour before taxes. Yeah, I always read off the entries too before, so we make sure that we get everybody that's in here. So, but we'll take a look at it in a little bit. Just try not to get too long ahead. So, because I mentioned to some people that I was always trying to keep this thing to an hour, but I can't seem to manage to keep it less than 2 hours. But I'm going to try to do strictly 2 hours, because I think they're on tonight. I came across, actually, after I clicked off of the live stream last week, I only watched for a little bit, but they seemed like it was a really, really funny thing. I saw them on the OU812 crew, the Under the Bus network. They do a live stream, and I think it starts at 9 o'clock. And it was hilarious. I had to go downstairs because eventually the had to give the wife a reprieve from puppy duty. So, but from what I did watch them, it was freaking hilarious. And I don't think you should watch it in front of your wife or kids or anything like that, because one of the guys' names was Boner Jams. So it seemed like it was a really, really cool. They're not gear. I don't think they're gear related from what I caught. They seem like they play guitar because one guy's name was 5150, and I've only seen them once. They did like a collab thing with OU12 crew, so they seem like they're really, really cool guys. So at 9 o'clock, you want to head on over to there. We'll hopefully be done by then. So trying to speed up things. Yeah, Hulk smash on frets. Yeah. Yeah, so your video today, it popped up during the middle of the Oobs live stream. So I finished that, and then I watched your video because I thought it was really interesting. I don't know if you saw my comment about the whole Onion thing. I was actually going to use that for like industry news, yours and actually Steve's poll. That sounded kind of weird. Hey, Nell, good to see you. No worries. I think for some reason it was like scheduled for like 9 o'clock too, or whatever reason. And 6 o'clock instead of 7, but it's all good. I mean, if you're late to a 3-hour live stream, then you're only you're fashionably on time. Someday I'll get the nerve. I give you credit, man. I mean, you definitely do. I love watching you, how you do things, and the backing tracks. I'm there playing in the background. It's actually my practice time. Yo, what's up, Greasy Monkey? Good to see you. Finished putting a Blues Junior into a pine lacquered tweed cabinet. Nice. Very nice. Mojo Tone's not too far from me. I thought about doing their amp build thing, but it's like $1,700. Yeah, I mean, I don't know when we're going to be doing the next one, but they say they come in threes, right? I appreciate it. I'm so bad. I don't even need these things anymore. These like, subscribe. All you guys are doing so awesome of making sure everybody does that. But there's still time to answer the poll, but the only one really now that kind of matters is the how you check your neck relief, because I think eArt blew the doors off of the competition. Yes, someday maybe. I gotta figure out levels and everything like that. Sometimes the levels are bad on my videos. Cool. So what do we have next? No funny clip. Sorry about that. Do this one real quick. So like everything tonight seems like it's a segue into a segue into a segue. Have an unboxing if you don't know what it's from, and it kind of talk about the premise of Jace's video was the Enya guitar thing, where I don't know. So it didn't seem like too many people might have known that it was a huge release and a scheduled release. And I don't want to. I want you to go check out Jason's video about it because. But it seems like they missed the mark. Like they're no Fender, so they probably really shouldn't have done a mass release video like that. So here we go. Because it really, I watched Jace's, Henning's, and there was one other one. 60 Cycle Hums. Enya videos. Oh, no, and the Bolt Shredder too, I'm sorry. Because the Bolt Shredder had a really cool one. Even though I didn't like the gig bag for the Bolt Shredders one. He had this anime one. It looked really cool. So this is actually kind of like similar to that. Because if you didn't see my amp review, but that Lakato amp thing, it wasn't quite the same, but a couple of videos dropped before mine on that. And those small things don't really do that well anyway, those type of videos. But I guess like the smaller companies, they kind of get into these waves of asking for sponsored reviews and stuff like that. And so like you're thinking like, oh, I might be doing this myself. Like I'm sure like if you saw my Flatsons one, Lester Mitchell did his before, you know, and that's the only one that I saw on it was Lester Mitchell's, and then it seemed like they were coming out after. So then Lakato like sent me something, and then they asked me, "Hey, you want to do something else?" So then like I'm like looking now, I'm like looking to see what else did everybody do, because they actually have a more expensive. Because this actually, this came quick. This was Thursday, I think, that they contacted me, and I got this 2 days ago. And just another pedal board, but and actually Scott Guitarnivore has already done a demo on this pedal board, but I was gonna get that amp headphone amp to do, but I figured everyone's gonna grab that. So but yeah, the sponsored stuff is kind of funny. And I was going to save that for, that's the segue to the industry news type thing. So, and I got to create a poll. I think there's not too many options for let me actually check to make sure that something drastically didn't happen in the poll before. Yeah, so it's still eArt. So, which. So colors may vary on this one, but we're starting a poll now in the channel. For which it's the eArt one. So I'm just going to catch up in the chat before we get to the polls. Could take long walks on the beach together, too. Sorry if I'm skipping up anybody's. It's a pedal board, actually. But I didn't see Emily's. Again, and it was kind of like that. Like the thing, if you go check out Jason's video, it's like eventually it's like so much like I didn't even watch Perfectos. There's a whole bunch of other ones of them on it. Yeah, I definitely will. I this was the this was the last one that I've gotten so far, but the only one ever I kind of turned down was the one where they wanted me to buy the product ahead of time. It's aluminum, but it's kind of like hollow inside, so it has a compartment where you could put the cable power supply, and then you could actually run like cables inside of it too, I guess. But for routing, yeah, cool. So we got all that. Yeah, so we might as well get to. There we go. So we got our poll. Obviously, the ER1 over here. We'll let the masses fill out the form a little bit longer on the one that's up here. And so that was last week's, the radius. And up here, for how do you set your neck relief on a guitar, 4% were the nerdy with the gauge. This little bad boy right here. Which, if you're like really into setting it up like spot on all the time, this thing is really the bomb. If you can get it like I got, so I got that and the nut slot gauge for, I forgot what it was, like 170, 180. It's definitely tools that are, especially for reviews, they're good. But it's also, if you have to set up a lot of guitars, it's definitely worth it. Then next up was the mechanical, using the old feeler gauge. Which actually, oddly enough, came in my feed today, was Texas Toast Guitars talking about if you see a luthier setting up a neck relief with a feeler gauge and he's not using a nut slot gauge, then run. I guess there's just as much of like luthier snobbery as there is guitar snobbery. So, but then there's the close enough for government work, which was the next up, and then at least a straight edge with looking. Here comes the sun. So I figured that's. I mean, I quickly went from myself going to the closely government work phase to at least the straight edge, the slotted straight edge, and the looking for the sun to kind of generalize it a bit. I feel like they're kind of the same, but not really. I feel like it's a little bit more accurate when you have the straight edge. But you always have to go with John Robson guitar, as Steve always does. Capo the first fret, capo, whatever you want to say. Hold down 22nd fret, then check clearance at the 12th. He aims for a business card thickness, not scientific. Cal does the straight edge with no tension from the strings and straightens the neck so it's flat. And the natural relief comes from tuning the strings. Robbie F has the music Nomad kit. Includes the special pick. Yeah, that's what I use for when I'm checking the string height, the action. Our Kreischer, I'm looking through the light. Greasy Monkey has the nerdy relief gauge, and he loves it for accuracy. Yeah, ever since I started doing it, it's just so easy to set it up. And it really is. Once you get to your specs, what you like, it's just like, it doesn't matter. It's just you set it up to... Roy is would love the multiple choice. He uses a combination of 3 regularly. And Malachi, again, why isn't there above all above? And the Ubi capo on the first fret, the body meat, check with a business card, and there you go. Cool. Let's see how many votes we got on our... $35 votes, 44. Still time to answer that poll up top over there. Cool. We'll get into the jump back into the chat over here. Everyone who chose is Tom F on the next one. Yeah, I just seen she's at Chase Bliss today, I think. I saw her on her Instagram. Checking out the I forgot what pedal she was checking out. Yes, Steve's got his in the box. Yo, what's up, Double D? Good to see you. Tim's close enough for government work. It really, I mean, there's certain things that like become very worth it, and I think that, and I think the nut slot gauge is probably even really, it's good for, I don't know, I'm sure I'll get controversial things by master luthiers and stuff, but good for checking to see. So I like to see if there's enough meat on the bone for you to, if you wanted to slot your nuts more. That sounds real weird too, but you could use it for adjusting your string height. Highly suggest checking out Dylan Talks Tone talking about it, and Texas Toast Guitars talking about it. but it's like awesome using the nut slot gauge, and you know if you want to set it to, you know, I use millimeters. Sorry, if you're at 1.50, that's what you want it at. You rest it on there and you check it, and if it says, you know, 1.40, then you just you zero it out, leave it, and you move it 10 millimeters, and then you check it again, reset it, and you can sit there and totally fine tune it. I'll have to check it. See, I might have another notch straight edge. I really like this one better, but I think the other one might be only one, and that might only be for Fender. But this one's for Fender, Les Pauls, and PRS. And then it has a flat straight edge, which I use to calibrate the geek meter. Hey, Mitch, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Usually don't worry about relief unless I think it's too much up-bow. Then I'll check. It really, I mean, if you ever get in, not saying that I'm a professional, but if you get into enough and you could totally take that and a string height ruler and dial in everything, and it'll be perfect every time. I was actually going to start. Because sometimes you might want to fine tune things. But I actually haven't had these guitars long enough because I've sold all of my ones that I've kept for a while for the channel. So, but almost like a diary of what you set things at. Hey, Sean, what's up? Good to see you. Head Rush Core or Spark Edge? I like the Head Rush stuff. I haven't tried it yet. It's rock and roll, not rocket science. Yeah, but it's almost like having a fresh set of tires on your car when you dial it in. Sloppy nuts. Yeah, actually, I don't even know if I would have bought these if it wasn't for seeing the deal I did at the time. Because it was weird, it was on Amazon, and they're more on Stu Mac than. You can get some less. I mean, I have the Hosco ones. I haven't filed them in a long time. But you can get those to kind of limp in. You want something though that's kind of doesn't flex too much. Cool. We'll get to the next. I think that's everybody's gonna answer. Looks like Les Paul for eArt. Cool. So the eArt we will be picking up next is the will be the Les Paul. I think there's only one that I saw that was available on either the eArt site or the. So I don't think we really get to choose the color, but we can also cover this right now. Thank you to all of our wonderful Patreons over here that help support the channel. Some of you were involved in tonight's Patreon level guitar giveaway. All of you will be included. These are the thankful people that donated last week: Roy Gaber, David, CD Nelson, T's Guitars, Arkansas times 3, John Dotson, Robert Cron, Timmy the Tooth, and Ted Talks Guitars. And after last week's generous donations, we are $43 plus towards purchasing. Well, I'm going to purchase it anyway, but we're $43 already in the bank for buying our eArt, however you say it. Yeah, that's a good idea actually, to keep them in your Amazon cart so that they pop up. And I think if you have one of those Alexas that spy on you too, you might actually see it where it might show you somewhere else something sometimes. Hey Charles, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Speaking of Charles, nobody actually really commented on how you think you should take the matte finish away, so that might be a little bit of an experiment. I'm not sure if sanding it or scraping it, because it seems like it's it's like a coating almost instead of like an actual paint job. So, or maybe that's just from where it got damaged. But yeah, nobody wanted to see me rock out the headless. That would actually probably be the only way I really would have bought a headless guitar, would be from that. Oh. Oh man, jeez. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Oh man. So we're $93 towards that. That's crazy. If anybody doesn't know, pop back up the QR code again. We are giving away the Jet JS 400 tonight that we had in our review. And come in and see. We'll post this again. And we'll start going through some of the names that we have in our database. Sounds so official. And why don't I see any names? Ah, there they are. All right, so we got some more names coming in right now, but as of right now, I have the Ubi, Jace Allen, Michael Kraus, R. Kreischer, Robert Paxson, Ryan YT, Ryan Hall, Brooke Stevens, Malachi, Samuel, Steve Reeser, Tyler Durden, Blue Mox, Goats on the Roof, Metal Guru, For the Love of Guitars, Time Surfing Alien. I think, Brandon, I think you just popped in, but you're already in the wheel because we already did the first part of the tonight. Unfortunately, Tom F beat you again for the guitar for the Patreons. Get that butterfly effect in here. Copy the names. Go. We're gonna not spotlight that. We'll get rid of that. So let's see if anybody else popped in. All right, so we're good right now. We'll do that one more time throughout the night. Make sure we get everybody that's in here. Scrolling on through. There's where I posted. Cool. There you go. I could like try to like film the wheel thing until your name hits, and then just like make a video on it. You could just show it to her anytime. She's marked safely from winning the guitar. I should have said in threes and also given away another guitar tonight. You've been extremely helpful along the ways too, my friend, so I appreciate it. That's guitar launderings. So let me get rid of that. Go back to that. So that is actually a pretty good way to get into this over here. And I do apologize again. We're stuck with the same banner. Because I wanted to make sure I got everybody's submissions tonight for nothing Mary Shag Kill, but some really cool bragging stuff and not so cool bragging stuff. So I was working on trying to get that because I got to brag that I was at the beach today. So this actually kind of goes along with Steve's post where we, if you haven't seen, Steve does, he's kind of was almost, I guess I'm copying him in a sense of his polls. That sounded really bad too. Yeah, I really wish they didn't call it a poll, but so we're just going to throw that up there real quick. This is actually Steve's poll for his live stream that'll be tomorrow, 2:30 Eastern Standard Time, 7:30 his time. And I think it's a really good poll about talking about what do people call mid-range, mid-price guitars. And go over there and vote. You can see what I voted for, and just show my comment. So because this is what he does too, because this actually was perfect timing for a lot of the videos that I don't see my comment. Maybe he blocked it. Sorry if this is making anybody's motion sickness or anything. Oh, there I am. So this was mine, just my. Not that my opinion really matters, but to me, I was like, the mid-range actually is kind of subjective, you would sense. I think more midpoint of the guitar range, you could say, is 1 to 2K. Where, but speaking, I think like budget, you can kind of, this day and age, can go anything under $500 to me is like the budget range. And this is all subjective, people's pocket ranges, things like that. Mid-range to me is about the $500 to $1,000 mark, and that mid-range is plus or minus $250. And again, not to sound like a guitar snob, but the target for I think a good quality instrument is $1,000 to $2,000 with a plus for 500. And then to me, boutique is anything over $2,500, and that could also be argued too. But and I said the reasons for the plus or the minus on the higher end of the range is certain brands do amazing things for far less. And then some brands actually, if you extend yourself just a little bit more, you get a whole lot. And I thought this was really good. I thought this was really good timing because I think it was a live stream yesterday. Dylan Talks Tone, where he had like a list of guitars, like high end guitars, for you to go check out, and that will make you kind of change your mind in a sense. And I thought this was a good way too of for even guitar reviewers, because this kind of ties into even Jace's video too, is that you need a bit, I think, of a palate cleanser sometimes, in a sense I call it, where I would hopefully love someday to be able to boost this channel enough where I could afford to do the higher end guitars totally unsponsored. Because I feel like even if you don't own one, you need to go and play a really good guitar, because when you do too many of the budget guitars, you kind of get sucked into almost this like you forget what really great quality is. Like I'll always use the Firefly analogy, of people saying that Firefly guitars are just as good as Gibson guitars. I hate to sound like a guitar snob, but like this is where you're gonna always get my honest opinion, is that it's not. Like, you could throw fancy pickups in it, you could put amazing tuners in it. Not that even Gibson has amazing tuners. You could change so much. It's, in the end of the day, it's still not going to be the same. And when I say like the T's guitar is just as good as a Fender Player 2, I think it really is. And again, it's all about your budget. But if you keep on saying like all these budget brands are the best brands in the world, it's kind of like, or if you're just like hooked on one brand. I mean, I don't know. I guess I could possibly be hooked on Jet. Possibly, that seems like a good consistent brand that does. They do like a little bit higher end things, like the 380 was for 480. So like you're starting to creep up into that territory, but you get a lot in that guitar for the money. And usually when I express this type of stuff, I check the day later and I lost like 3 or 4 subscribers, but just want to be completely honest with everybody that that I think if you had that palate cleanser of playing a $2,000 guitar, you would still have some sort of reference back to, because then you're always saying that like the budget guitar is always awesome. I'm just going through before I get to the next part. Want to make sure I'm not getting any middle fingers or like, peace, I'm out, you suck. Considering now I'm going to be using Steve's pool for the rest of the content for tonight. Oh, that sounded really bad too. These are some awesome clips that I'm sure that Ubi could take in. Mid range was 350, 499. No worries, brother. It's always good to see you. Yeah, I mean, it's all about what you can afford too, but um, yo, what's up, Dave? Good to see you. Oh man, thank you so much.
Thank you for your patronage.
Holy Santa Claus shit.
So, I don't think too many people pieced out, so that's good. No, and that's the thing too. Is like some of them could be a labor of love. Some of them you can craft into great stuff. But I would even say like I owned a years ago. I had it, the most boutique thing I had was actually I got a great deal on a Don Cross Stratocaster. I think I got it for like $1,400. They didn't normally go for like $2,500. The thing was amazing, and there's no way that I would ever say that the Fender Player 2 guitar that I have behind me is anywhere close to that guitar. Would I ever be able to afford a $2,500 guitar? No friggin' way. Was I really able to afford the $1,400 one either too? No. But I had it for a while, and then I wound up selling it too. So, yo, what's up, Seth? Good to see you. To me, you can get some great sounding acoustic guitars, but I think that like acoustic guitars are almost like the. I would think that everybody would probably agree that you get what you pay for, in a sense. Like if you got a $3,500 acoustic, you would be like, this thing is tits. It's amazing. Hey Jay, what's up? Good to see you. Great. It'll be your next rap video. Yeah, see, I mean, and that was too, is that to him, I think he was trying to say that the classic vibe was like his his starting point of, if I understood him right, is like the starting point for budget for him, but also I think he felt like those were the specs for almost even like a palate cleanser of saying like, hey, everybody's saying that this Donner DST 100 is an awesome guitar. We'll take that and get the Squier Classic vibe. And yeah, you're talking about you can get it for $66 to compared to, I don't know what the classic vibes are now, but yeah, he did have the actually he showed the DGT that we gave away, the gold DGT. I'm just trying to catch up in the Jet Guitar Goa. Not sure what that means, but the Jet guitar brand. Yep. Yeah, it was it had a lot of premium brands and stuff like that. And I think it's good actually for um even me as all content creators too, to so you have that reference point again. So you're not, you know, I don't know if I'm conveying it well enough, but like if you're gonna say these budget guitars are really really awesome, like let's remember what really really awesome is. Oh, definitely. I mean, like I said, the again, I'll say the Tees guitar, the Jet guitar are much much better than my first guitar ever, and you could definitely get better cheaper now than back then. But I missed that. Yeah. Yeah, Yamaha and Breed Love are two that definitely punch way, way above. Eastman. Yeah, I've been actually interested in you always see his picture of RJ on Kilo with a Eastman. It looks like a Starcaster. Always been interested in that one. Yeah, and one thing too, like I always wonder too about the budget brands. How long are they actually, gonna hold up too? I mean, like wood sourced wise and things like that. Like I don't even know like if Fender really sources their wood or if they just pick stuff up too. But yeah, I think I would want one of those too. I always see Chris from I Want to Be a Rock Stars. Yeah, I could see that. Ah, cool, man. I got the ones coming up, so. Well, you're part of this channel over here, so you're halfway there. I think there's probably about 15 or so fret knot winners in here right now. So, hey, what's up, brother Herb? Good to see you. Yeah, I played one. Actually, a guy in my old firehouse had one time, and I didn't know how much it was when I played it, but I was like, man, this thing is awesome. Yeah, I mean, I think too, like, there's so much out there that we also forget that these are like supposed to be fine crafted musical instruments. Like, when I was a band geek, and like a saxophone should cost you like 2 grand for like a decent playing one, but not even like one that would be playing in an orchestra. Like, so like when you had the $600 one, that was like a budget instrument because you know. Also, too, I think we all want to have like an arsenal now that we forget that like you only. Hope my wife's not watching. We only need like one or two guitars. Yeah, I think if that's probably if I did, if I were to go like, I always like say that I would want to have like one good quality of each style guitar. It would probably would be from like a builder if I could afford it, but yeah, for sure. I mean, I had a Yamaha alto sax for 2 grand, and that was considered like not not anywhere near. That was like almost like mid range, like. Oh yeah, violins, totally for sure. My guitars are my kids. I'm only 18. Yes, it actually kind of like leads segues into Jace's video, which again, please go check that out if you're not already subscribed. Is that he was kind of talking about like sponsored reviews and can you really trust reviewers? And I don't know. I feel like you can always trust me. I mean, that's like the worst thing to say is never trust someone that says they trust me. But like, I think I'm like the bad person. I think that's why some these brands don't want to send me anything because I'm not gonna not say what I want to say, and I don't not looking to become like like have like a bunch of yachts and like fast cars and all stuff like this off this channel. If it could just be self sufficient, that's completely fine. So like I can't be bought like like I'm not gonna not say something. So and Jace kind of said that like this, even with this whole Enya thing, they didn't tell them they had to say anything, and they didn't weren't like paid to say anything. So that's also like one of the issues too, is that with a mass release like that, is what if 25 said it was great and 10 said it was bad? Like they didn't like it. Like then who are you? I would tend more to probably believe the people that didn't like it. But that's why I watched the people that I watched. And I watched Jace's and the Bowl Shredders and the Guitar Geeks and Ryan's from 60 Cycle Home. I watched their reviews on it. But at that point, like, I would say I probably watched I watched Ryan's because I know it's always going to be funny. Oh, look at that. I guess I found out that's the iPhone thing. Like if you do all this stuff, all that stuff pops up. So I knew that was going to be funny. I watched Jace's because I knew it would be honest and he wouldn't bullshit us. I watched the Bald Shredders because he had a cool one that I liked the look on it. And then I watched Andy's because I like Andy's stuff too. But like at that point, like I'm no longer watching like any other ones really. Like I'll watch Steve's when he eventually does it. But that's why I feel like that having those palate cleansers keep you grounded as a creator to make sure that you're not always just shilling the same product or the only product. Like there are other guitars besides T's and Jet and Firefly. That's why the poll here, we had a bunch of brands. I've done Festly before, but we've never done Festly as far as like you all sponsoring that. So yeah, I mean that's like when you actually, that's my whole thing is when you think about it, like the 1,000 really is like the mid, like I hate to say it, but like the almost a budget budget guitar. Like these when you think about the blood, sweat, and tears that a luthier puts into a guitar, like some of them are astronomical, like $5,000-$6,000, but you probably are getting something that's really, really crazy. But I have not gotten into pickleball yet. That is huge down here, but yeah, and I actually paid a crap ton for that because I ordered it, got the one that's over here that we're gonna be stripping down, got damaged. They told me how to do the return process, so to try to speed it up so I get the review done quicker. Not that I was being paid to do it, but like I saw that it was a good product to get out there. I was trying to help out the overseas people because Squire debut telecasters weren't even available here at that point. And it was a cautionary tale for people here to order them too. Send it back, got rerouted, returned, but I had to pay for the shipping. If they got it back, they would have reimbursed me for the shipping. That didn't happen. So I paid for 2 guitars, shipping. So that was, I think, like $600 to do a review to help people make a decision. So that was one of the worst mistakes. Yo, Dwight, what's up? Good to see you. Hey, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Just was reading your comment. Need more guitars. More cowbell. Do I still? So it's funny. I was actually trying to reach out to some of these companies because I thought it would be kind of funny if I did do like a alto sax review, but nobody wants to send me one. So I'm not even for like I think like Festly is like $400. Like and I don't even know if they really have them in stock. I think sometimes they just put pictures of them up there so that it looks like that they sell more musical instruments than they do. So, but the great thing about saxophone, if anybody ever wants to get into it, it's chromatic. So like when you press the notes, it's G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So it's like it's literally just like playing the guitar. Unlike the flute where it's like you got to lift up this pinky and put down this finger over here and it's a C and it changes. So what's up, Wayne? Good to see you. Yeah, I mean, he hit a lot of good points talking about Henning's thing and Rob Chapman. Rob Chapman recently said that he's done with his Boss Katana because he got the new X amp, and like, how do you trust him because he's sponsored? And he didn't actually even. I don't think he said that it was better. Obviously, he's sponsored by New X, but he said it made him get rid of his Boss Katana because they're really the same thing, same amps, but. The landlady told me, "You sure have a lot of guitars." I told her, "No, I sold a bunch," and she got. I tried watching him not too long ago, and it's tough when there's so many other channels. That's the thing, is like YouTube really is so flooded with all of us that I tend to watch most of the people that are here and a couple of tried and true big names, and then every once in a while I get turned on to like yeah, I've never watched his reviews, but I've watched some of his stuff that pops up sometimes. So um but I like some of his, like, when he actually, I don't think I've ever watched any of his reviews, but like some of his other videos were like really good. So but Yeah, I can't stand when people are always saying like stuff is completely awesome. Um, and there's and I try sometimes and I forget sometimes to say if anything's bad. Um, I should do like three good things. I did it one time, like three good things, three bad things about it. Yeah, I mean that's why I was trying to do like the strats and every pickup configuration. I didn't see Phil's yet. I mean, Phil live right now because I think he's been doing like not that I own this time slot, but I I think I made like a comment one time like thanks for dropping a live during my live stream or a premiere. He does a premiere. Um, but yeah, I was watching Glenn's today. That I mean, it is an amazing amp. I mean, I wish I had money for amps. I think amps are as good as the modelers can be. I feel like there's just something about having the actual box in front of you. That's another one for Ubi to edit too. To is it the this one or is it this one? This one. That's the Evil Eye. That's the Hang 10. Hey, good to see you. Jet and solar. I mean, like again, they're like Jet is well. Are you S by solar? So like S by solar and solar are completely different things. The S by solar is a good budget. The solar, I mean, I haven't even really touched it since it came back yet and done the review on it yet. It is you could definitely tell that it's a quality instrument. I'm surprised that at least from the initial feel and the play of it that it's as cheap as it was. Although they just dropped some new colors um, on the V's, which I was like, damn it. But the they're I think they're good for workhorses. They're good for the average player. Um, and again, it's tough because like I know everybody's pockets are different, but like um, we should all always want to have a Les Paul style because I know some people hate Gibson, but like that range of Firefly did actually take care. Nice. I feel like Firefly sometimes is not so much customer service as it is damage control. And I'm sure people are probably starting to catch on now that like you could really just tell them something's funky and they'll give you $20 off. I use Chrome, and a lot of times, like if I'm double streaming, if I'm watching like OU812 Crew and Trey on Sundays, for whatever reason, like it's usually only Trey's that like it gets that screen that says you got to restart it, but not too much glitchy. because I have to use Chrome for the EV Mux software, so I switched from that from Safari. Yeah, no, I think the katana is great. I'd probably even myself grab one someday. I like the boss stuff. I think New X is like its contender, but yeah, I mean Boss is like the originator, so it's like I think the only reason why New X is probably even punching that way is because it's I think they're probably a little bit cheaper. Not much cheaper, but yeah, I haven't checked them out in a while. Um, Every occasionally, but the boss I heard you so not to burst your bubble or anything like that, but like the reason why I didn't get the boss katanas originally was because I heard the Gen ones were horrible. So sorry about that. I mean, I just being truthfully honest with you. Hopefully it is better, but hopefully you got it for a steal too. But that's why I actually when I got back into when I had to downsize. So when I downsize, so I guess I would say downsize. I went from a JVM 410 when I moved out of my house into an apartment, which I didn't realize the old lady next to me was going to be blasting her music more. I could have kept that one. I went down to a Rocker Verb 50, so I was downsizing. Then when I moved in with my now wife into her apartment, it was a little bit more of an area where I couldn't get away with much, so I went with the Marshall DSL 40, which is still too much for an apartment. But the reason why I didn't go for the Boss Katana at that time was because I heard about the Gen 1s, but the Gen 3s now are phenomenal. Oh, it's good to know. So yeah, I think the DSL 40 is definitely a staple. I had back. Everybody here probably knows it too, but the Tone King did a killer deal alert about 10 years ago on I say Bugera, but I think it's Bugera. 1968, which is their 150 watt non-master. That thing was friggin' a beast. It was only, I think it was $250, and you can get the cab for another 200, which was a 4x12. Then after that, I don't think I owned anything. I was kind of intrigued by that whole the Infinium stuff, and you can take different tubes and. Yo, Laz, what's up? Good to see you. They're good quality, but I'm thinking even I think even at this point, like when you see their Music Man's copies, like you got to do so much to them, replace the Floyd in it. You might as well just go for a Sterling instead. But the some of the stuff is good, but you have to like hawk the websites and wait for stuff. I'd be interested to see like what how the Festleys compare and even this eArt now, or whatever how they say it. Yo, what's up, Roy? Good to see you. No worries. We're going to try to end soon. Just telling the people earlier, last time when I finished up, I found this really cool. I mean, I was subscribed to them, but I saw them on the OU812 crew. It's called Under the Bus Network. I don't know if anybody here follows them. Are they even live tonight? I think they start at 9 if they haven't started already. I think they started at 9. Had the cops call me noise pollution. Yeah, when I went for the Marshall DSL 40, I was thinking about going with the EVH2. So again, we're getting close to that time. Dragged out long enough. Everybody's probably like, I wish you did this thing already. But stop screen share, share it again. Oh, I got rid of the QR code. Hang on, gotta get the QR code up again. Boom. Oh, let's do this. File. Where it be? There it is. Talking to myself, don't worry. There we go. Share that. Boom. Last callers. This is for the Jet JS400. If your name is not currently in, and I'll try to find that too. Copy. Add these set of names. All right, and we'll get that, copy that again. So that QR code up there is for the Jet JS400. If you are not in the the URL I just entered into is the same thing. Nope, this is for anybody that is here right now. And so currently, and if you are a Patreon in the tonal package or the string benders, you do not have to worry about entering your name. And I'll start rattling off some of the names now that are in here. We have Brant Yeager, Casey Lee, David Chesnoff, Marcel LeBlanc, Robert Cron, Sam Witzel, Steve Gunner, Tim the Tooth, Marsha T, 13 Souls, Chris Jameson, Chris Nelson, David Leslie, DJ Mystique Gaming, Rob F. From Patreon, Rob F. This is 2. And I will make sure that I put the P there to prioritize that one. Tom F., The Ubi, Jace Allen, Michael Kraus, Rob Kreischer, Rob Paxson, Ryan YT, Ryan Hole, Brooke Stevens, Malachi, Steve Reeser, Tyler Durden, Blue Mox, Goats on the Roof, Metal Guru, Keith Melendez, Time Surfing Alien, The Butterfly Effect, Charles 75M, 2 Yards, Mark Spurgeon, Burnt Relic, and BCG 5150. Go back to We have Greasy Monkey, Wicked Fester, TR, and let's see. I'll put you in, Jim. Don't worry. Since you're a cool guy. I only have one Rob F though, so unless you're in on another name Rob F, I have the Robbie F, or the original Rob F that is in the Patreon. So I don't know if you want to get into it or not. But I'm gonna. Yeah, you're the one that's on there, Robbie F, because that's his name on the Patreon. So this Rob F, you're currently, I don't think, on it. I didn't see on the sheet unless it's a different name. So, I'm just checking to see. Under. And sorry, trying to. So here's the. They are going live in a couple minutes, or 9 o'clock. So that's the live stream I was talking about tonight. I only caught a couple of minutes of it, and I was laughing my ass off in the couple of minutes I did watch it. So if you want to check them out, see how they are. They didn't play any music while I was watching. So, but yeah, I'll get you set if you're not on already. Yeah, I actually don't have a mouse pad. I should get one. Sorry for all the clicking. So let me check the sheet one more time. So I got 3J on there. So we'll try to do this quick. I will read off the names again. Let me put it up on the board here. Remove that. Screen share, just so you could see that. Go there. Regular. Add the scene. Spotlight. So I'm going to read off the names again. We have Brant Yeager, Casey Lee, David Chesnoff, Marcel LeBlanc, Robert Cron, Sam Witzel, Steve Gunner, Tim the Tooth, Marsha T, 13 Souls, Chris Jameson, Chris Nelson, David Leslie, DJ Mystique Gaming, the Rob F that is a Patreon member, Tom F, and that would include all the Patreons right there. And then we have the Ubi, Jace Allen, Michael Kraus, R. Kreischer, Robert Paxson, Ryan YT, Ryan Hole, Brooke Stevens, Malachi Samuel, Steve Reeser, Tyler Durden, Blue Mox, Goats on the Roof, Metal Guru, For the Love of Guitars, Keith Melendez, Time Surfing Alien, The Butterfly Effect, Charles 75N, 2 Yards, Mark Spurgeon, Burnt Relic, BCG 5150, Greasy Monkey Guitars, Wicked Fester, and 3J Music. Anybody else that did not scan? Got to do the QR code, so no well, okay, there we go. I got Ricky Ricardo, Roy Gaber, and Music Therapy Laz. Sounds like I think we got everybody. So we can head over to the Under the Bus Network. Don't blame me if they suck. I don't know. I thought they were funny when I did watch them. Don't add you, Roy? You sure? If Roy wins it, I'll let him pick who. No pressure, Roy. So, all right, let's. I gotta put my beautiful face up here while we do that. This is the way we're gonna. Oh, you know what? I really wanted to. We'll get to the other stuff really quickly too. There you go, Roy. So before we do that, sorry, folks. Really quickly, the getting should have got here a lot faster. This was where I was watching the Ubi's live stream today. And I turn off the clicker thing over here. It's excellent real estate. Actually, to the right of me, there was cars, so I had to take this one over here because this is a drive-on beach where we are. That was my scenic view of listening to the Oob. Then our submissions here, we have Robbie F's daughter, Cassie, I believe. The Hello Kitty strap. Awesome guitar. And then, unfortunately, John Dotson, if you didn't know, had a little bit of a spill over here. I don't believe, at least as I know from my years in the fire service, that ladders aren't supposed to look like that. So I hear he's on the mend. I saw him in a live stream last night. Hope he's doing well, if he's listening and lurking. And then our own Malachi over here with his Green Bay Packers Jackson build over here. Pretty awesome striping. He promises next week he'll be sending in some completed videos. All right. Oh, dang. I did it wrong. That way. There we go. Boom. It's Tom F. No. Oh. Dang. So, Tim, question. How do you want to explain this one? Anybody doesn't know, Tim just bought one. I shouldn't have said that because now you can't. Tim didn't buy one. Congratulations, Tim. Show this to your wife. You won a guitar. Cut out that part. Do a screen record and show her. At least now I know how much it's going to cost me to send it. Congratulations, man. Yeah, everybody congratulating Tim. Yeah. Congratulations, dude. See, it pays. He didn't even have to be here tonight because he is a Patreon member too. So, look at that. your stable is getting bigger. It's actually already packed up, so I'm gonna get it out tomorrow to you. But other than that, that's all I got. If you guys want to head on over to the Under the Bus Network, I'll probably hang out there for a little bit, and then we have the Bald Shredder at 10 o'clock. You've all been a fantastic audience, and check you guys later.